Okay, no problem. So straight away, applet programming. We mainly focus today on today and maybe the coming next 2 hours on applet and adability. And meanwhile, you just try to focus on my videos on Java multithreading. So mostly the last 3 chapters you mainly focus in this particular week, and the remaining 1, 2, 3 chapters you can focus in my videos I have shared to you. And today we have 2 hours, and we have another 2 hours in the day after tomorrow session. So in that sessions we mainly focus on applets and adability, so that we can easily write the examination without any kind of problem. So applet programming. See, applet programming. What is an applet? Applet is a simple browser side program, or I can say it is a GUI which can do some simple client side processing. If you want to till now, maybe in Java you might see something like a command line programming. This is the command line. So every input or output what you have seen is seen in command line. So how if you see a program in a GUI? See, GUI is called graphical user interface. Means when user want to enter any data, or user want to view any kind of pictures. So how can he do that in a form of a window or a graphical page? That is all about applets. So applets are the browser side programs, means which they run in a browser, and they can be used to create a simple graphical windows where the client side operations can done. Client side in the sense, generally we have in real time we process client and server programming, where client has to send a request to the server, and server will accept the request and give the response back to the client. So client should need a kind of a window or interface to interact with the server. So applet is the best kind of program which can do all these things. Okay, and coming to next thing is very important, is applet lifecycle. I'm just going with an examination point of view, and moreover I'll cover the program which very much basic, and I cover very much conceptual. Please listen properly. So applet lifecycle. It is a lifecycle in which how applet will do its processing, means how applet will run and how applet will be viewed. So like we have thread lifecycle, same we have applet lifecycle. How applet will be done is, applet has very important few methods. One is init method, and the one is start method, and the one is we have a paint method, stop, and destroy. So these are the 5 different methods. People, is my voice audible now and visible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. If any kind of problem, please somebody obstruct me and you can ask me. Okay, thank you. So these are 5 different methods in which applet have in his lifecycle methods: init, start, paint, stop, destroy. I don't want to go much deep into that. See, init, the name has a meaning itself. Initialization means to initialize an particular applet, we need to do that kind of initialization things in init method. Init is something like the initial values or initial objects what you want to declare, you can declare in init method. Like applet needs some color to draw, applet needs some kind of fonts to be given, a basic initial value. Say example, if I take a for loop want to iterate with some value, say I want to iterate from say some 100 up to 100, 1 to 100. So I should have initial value of I equal to 0. So initial value will be declared in the declaration session. In the same manner, init is a method which contains the initial declarations of applet. I'll show a program to you, don't worry about that. So Start is a method which creates the applet to start its running in the browser. Okay, start can even use it to restart a applet any number of times. To start, the main intention is that to start an applet in applet window or browser. Paint. See, paint is a method which contains a graphics object which is used to do different painting operations, like we can draw different shapes, or we can write some messages, or we can repaint any kind of objects, or we can create any kind of different shapes and we can embed the shapes into that, so on. So all this comes under a paint method. Paint main intention is to do some kind of graphical operations. And coming to stop, stop is a method which creates a particular applet to be stopped in the browser window. Means how to block the applet, how to stop the applet from running the applet. Quite opposite of start is stop. And destroy is a different kind of method which destroy the applet in the middle of the operation. So these are the 5 different operations. People, these 5 operations or 5 methods will create the applet to run in the client side window. Okay, we just create a simple program now to understand the implementation of applet. So applet will have a package in Java, that is java.applet package. So applet is a class of package applet. Mind you, we all know in order to create an applet we should need to import this class. So import java.applet. And if you want to add some more properties to the applet, we need to even go for another package called import java.awt.star. I think we already discussed in our regular Java classes. I am just making you to revise and recollect them. So AWT is a package where we have different kinds of components like color, font, say graphics. All these things we can see in the AWT package. If you want to do any kind of event operations on applet, say java.awt.event.star. See, these 3 packages, if we import in the program, that will obviously will make our program more appropriate. So every program of applet and the next upcoming AWT programs, these 3 are to be added. Okay, so we just create a simple program now and we try to do with the help of the applet concept. How to create a simple applet first, then we go for different examples of applet where examinations is mostly focusing on. Okay, so I just say notepad, say simple applet, say example a home applet, c dot java. So class, first I said to import, just import them directly. Import java.applet is one class. Import java.awt.star and import java.awt.event.star. People, currently we may not use this event package, but try to habituate to use all these things in order not to miss any kind of class. Okay, first thing is create a package. Okay, next thing is create a class now, public class. That's why I said you in the yesterday class to just revise 2 videos. I said those 2 videos will give some basic knowledge of how to create a class, how to create a property, method, constructor, so that you can understand every program what you see in Java. Okay, public class, class name, what is the class name? Applet. If this is my name, I have created my name. You can have your own name, say EC applet or something different applet, say color applet. You can create any kind of name. So public class home applet. To make applet as a real applet, I should need to say extends applet. So whenever I say extends applet, the features of this applet will be given to this class. See, applet A is capital letter. We all know this concept is called as what? Inheritance. Right? Extends keyword. This is the parent class. This is the child class. So all the properties of this parent class will be given to what? Child class. Done. Now, as I said, first thing is what? Public void init. This is a one lifecycle method, and you just try to copy and see. Public void start, and public void stop. Okay, public void stop, and public void destroy. I have totally 5 methods here. I just show you okay, people. Okay, see, no worries, people. Even though you don't write a paint method, no problem. Generally, paint method is not an lifecycle method of applet. Okay, paint method is an additional method which we use to draw on applet. These are the applet operations. How to initialize applet, how to start applet, how to stop applet, and how to destroy the applet. If you want to draw some kind of things on the applet, then you have to take paint method. Okay, we'll take it within few minutes, so no worries. So we just try to see, this is a simple kind of program. So inside this we just try to print something here, say system.out.println started. I just want to print messages to show the operations of applet. That's it. Started, sorry, this is initialized, right? Initialized. This is started. This is stopped, and this is destroyed. Okay, these are 4 different kind of methods we have in applet. Okay, whenever we initialize, start, stop, destroy, we can find all these methods. Now, in order to run applet, see, if you run the program, example, if we compile the program, say how we compile, java c space, the program name .java, home applet .java. See, it doesn't show any kind of error. But how to run the applet? To run the applet, I should need to say, using a command called applet viewer, if you remember, applet viewer space home applet .java. When run this, see, we can't get an applet viewer here. The main reason behind that is there is no applet viewer available here. So to create an applet viewer, to show the applet in the browser, we should need to create an applet code. Applet code here itself. See, on top of your program, after importing packages, you create a comment box, and in that you create an applet code. People are able to see the code now? Okay. Now, what is that? Applet and applet close. If you don't add this particular code, we cannot see applet in the browser or applet in the applet window. Okay. People, do you get the thing very slow, or I don't understand? Is my voice and my code are synchronizing?
No, sir.
taking delay.
సార్ మీరు చెప్పిన తర్వాత వస్తుంది.
I don't know why. In my mobile also I am getting like that only, synchronization problem. But you're getting right. So applet, this is an applet code. See, applet has a root tag called applet and a closing tag called applet. Applet has few attributes. One is code, one is height, one is width. So code represents the name of the applet class, height represents the size of the applet height, and width. So what is the code of applet? The applet code is home applet dot class, and give some height and width. Say the height of the applet is, say example, give some 500, and the width of the applet is, again give 500. I just created a simple applet here. See, this is the logic you have to embed in your every applet program to check that applet will run in the browser or applet window. Okay, what are those? This is called we call this is applet tag. Mandini applet tag antam. Applet tag contains code, height, and width. Okay, we call HTML code. Now people, once it is done, we just need to compile and run the program again and check how it look like. Now see, I am again compiling the program. Once it is compiled, I am running applet viewer. Once I run the applet viewer, I could see the applet now. Delay in streaming, I don't know why. Okay. Now are you seeing applet window now? So applet window and these things. Now see, parallelly if you see applet and command line in synchronizing, see, whenever I run the applet, immediately in the back, if you observe, we got applet initialized, applet started, applet stop. We got three things. Observe there. And when I click on the applet and if I say that close the applet, when I close the applet, finally once closed, it shows me destroyed. See, means whenever I run the applet, these operations will come in the applet. Okay, one is applet started, applet initialized, applet started. If you reload applet, you have reload option here. Click reload. Once you reload, observe that stopped, destroyed, initialized, and started again. So this is something like applet lifecycle. Did you understood? Okay, simple example. So to create applet and to run the applet. Say to create applet, we have a class applet extends applet. See, it's very important question. It cost almost 7 marks to 14 marks question. Sure question for you. You get question as applet lifecycle or applet simple applet. They'll ask you to write. Okay. Now a simple question I have done, and to run the applet, we should need to say first compile the applet and run the applet. To compile, Java C space home applet dot Java and applet viewer space home applet dot Java. We can only use applet viewer if you create the applet code. Okay. Now okay. People, 1 minute. I just try to exit the Zoom and again join immediately within 1 minute. Please don't go out of this.
సార్ మరీ అంత డిలే అవ్వట్లేదు సార్.
బాగానే ఉంది కదమ్మా.
మేబీ మీరు రెండేసి వాడడం వల్ల మీకు డిలే వస్తుందేమో.
అంతే మెయిన్ problem is I am connecting through laptop and as well as mobile in order to check that view. That's why
సార్
maybe no problem. Okay, we'll continue. Don't waste our time. So okay, thank you. So now people, we just done with the life cycle. Now we'll go with simple examples. Okay, quickly. Now I just removed the code, complete code. See, from the next time when write the applet programs, mainly you doesn't require to focus on these three methods: start, stop, destroy. These are not that much mandatory. Okay, the main mandatory method is init method and the paint method. If I remove these three, directly I can go with a method called as paint. So public void paint, and inside the paint I should need an object called graphics. See, to use this graphics object, I should need to import a package called AWT. So graphics is a class from AWT package. Why we need graphics is graphics can able to create different shapes, able to apply different fonts and colors. Okay, we just try to create a simple example to understand, simple one, to give some say color and font. Okay, we just do a simple color here. So to give a color to a particular thing, example, I want to give some font size and font family. So example, say font size. See, I am declaring a value here, font size, and after declaration I will try to give the font size here itself. So font size equals to 40. This is something like initializing. Okay, I'll create another value here, say string name, and I declare that name, I initialize that name inside the init method. So init method is mainly used to initialize. And paint method main motivation is to see something on the applet. You want to see something on the applet, so you just want to apply this font, apply some print this name on the applet. Example, I want to print this name on the applet. Example, to print this name on the applet, how to print is simply, see, using a G is an object to do different operations. To print this name on the applet, simply say that G dot draw string. People, if you want to see different methods of applet, you just try to look into this. Maybe I did not close the applet somewhere. Okay, so java p space java dot applet dot applet. See here, we have different methods of applet. You can double click on that, you can zoom. These are different methods of applet. See, as you said, init, start, stop and destroy. These are four methods which we said as lifecycle methods. We never find any kind of paint method here. See, do you have any paint method here? No, because paint is not an applet method. So paint is which class method is? Paint is a method of the superclass of applet. I'll show that, no worries. And what does graphics class contains? So java dot awt dot graphics. See, here we have different methods of graphics. To print an string, we have to use a method called drawString. To print an vowel, you have to use drawVowel. To print a rectangle, we have to say drawRectangle. To print an polygon, drawPolygon. To print an arc, drawArc. So different shapes, if you want to draw in an applet, we have to use something called graphics class. So graphics class contains different shapes. So now again back to program. Now I want to draw a string here. To draw a string should contain three things. One is the message you want to print and the location where you want to print, x-axis, y-axis. The message I want to print is the name Karthik, comma, at say a position 120 and another position 120. So the name already I have created here. I already initialized the name and I want to print the name. Simple. Now again I will try to run the program. Going back to command line, how to run. So javac space home applet dot java and applet, sorry there is some problem, I did not kept semicolon, so I am keeping semicolon now. Again run the program. Now it is done. Applet viewer space home applet dot java. Now observe that I am seeing my name Karthik at a position 120 and 120. People are able to see this, right? This is a simple applet window.
Yes, sir.
A name Karthik is printed. A simple one. If you want to increase the size of Karthik, you want to change the font of Karthik, you have to give the font say family, like font color, so font size, a font style, so on. So how to give the font is, we have a class called font class. So java p space java dot lang dot, so not lang, java dot awt dot font. Font is a class again. See, we have a font class. Please don't worry about all these things. I'm just trying to create a font class here to give the font. How font look like? See, what does font has? I just show you a method and I'll do that. See, this is the font constructor where you have to give the font family name, font say font size and font variant. Okay, or you can create a simple font constructor and you can call the font. I'll show that to you. See now. So to create a font, simply say that font space object f. Same. This is the declaration section. Here we have to initialize. How to initialize? So f equals to new font of, see font has some font family, say Arial, I want to give the font style, and say example what kind of size, say example give size here, say 45 and say some 56. This is the size of the size and style. Now I have created a simple font and I want to apply this font to this particular graphics class. To apply to this graphics class, simply say here as we have a method for graphics class, say g dot set font. Set font is a method which is used to set font on the applet. First we have created a font, then set the font on this particular graphics. So set font of f. Set font of f will apply this font on this particular name. Okay. We'll just try to run the program and check how it look like. Home applet and applet viewer. See now. Now the font has increased and the font family is also increased. The name of the Karthik is increased as the font size we have increased. This is called font thickness, means bold, strong something. This is something like font size. Okay. So to apply a font, we have a class called which class? Font class. to apply that font to the graphics, we have to say what? Set font. So font is a class. First create a font class with font. For example, if we want to change that, say example, I want to change with something like Chiller or some different kind to see the difference. See, Chiller is another kind of font style. We'll again run the program and we'll check how it look like. Again compile that and run that. You can see this is now the font is changed, Chiller. Okay, this is the way how to create a font object and set the font object to the G. G is the graphics. Anything which you want to do on the applet, you have to use the graphics class. Likewise, you can even create a color here. Say color space C. Example. Now again give the color here. So again same. Once in the color class, Java p space java dot awt dot color. Again we have the same kind of thing for color. See, color has a very important thing is RGB coding, means red, blue, green, so on. You have to give the values of the colors. So int. Give the 3 integer values to apply a color. Say example, I have declared a color object here, and you can say C equals to new color of 125, 135, 167. See, I can give up to 256 because the size of integer is how much? Up to that, I can give the value of the colors, the combination of this RGB code. Okay, now this color is created. So again, apply this color now. To apply, how we have to do again? Again, come to graphics class, G dot set color of C. Better try to give this color object on top of it. Okay, just like font. So why we are writing in 3 different locations? Because this is the declaration part. If I don't declare here, the problem is I cannot use them in all the methods. Somebody can say why we are creating here. Directly I can say like this, say font space f equal to, in the same manner color space C equal to. I can do like this, but I cannot use this font and color in the paint method, because these 2 objects will have scope only in this method, right? We all know the method has a scope. From after this method, I cannot use these 2 here. To make use of this in all the methods, I am declaring font and color globally. This is called as global declaration. Okay, this is called global declaration. Now, in this global declaration, I can use the same object F and C objects in my paint method. Now we again run this and check how it look like, and we try to change this font as Arial. 1 second. Thank you. Now again run the program. Now see, I have applied some color to the particular font. People, am I making sense to you? Please somebody respond. People, please hear properly. If you hear properly, you can easily write the examinations. See, this is an applet which contains, see, I have done a lot of things. I have applied a font to the applet. Okay, just remove this. This is not required actually. I did not use this. Sorry. I have applied a font. I have applied a color, so on. Sometimes you can even change the background color of the applet. Like if you want to apply some background color, say example, I want to say I have a method called as set background, and we have another one called set foreground. So set background and set foreground are the two methods which can change the background and foreground color of an applet. So set background and set foreground should be given a colors. To give colors, again I can create a color object separately like this, or I can directly I can say as like this, say color dot say blue, like this. I can say color dot white. Okay, I can say like this, color dot blue and color dot white. Now I can neglect this color object now, and I can even neglect the set color object. Now I want to give the background color and foreground color. Set background is a method to give the background color. Set foreground is used to give the foreground color. Again, run the program, java c space home applet.java and applet viewer like this. Now see, the complete background is applied and the foreground is what? White color. Is it okay? See, this particular in a single program only I am doing a lot of things not to be diverted. Are you getting me? So I have done how to create applet lifecycle and how to start an applet, what is the applet code, initializing method. Initializing method contains the complete initializations, and paint method is a method which is used to do some paint operations on the applet. So init method is used to initialize the values of the applet. Okay. Now the next important, very important frequently asked question I have seen, and very important concept even, that is how to pass parameters. How to pass parameters into applet. So passing parameters into applet is nothing but how to pass the parameters into a method like that. Example, I want to pass some values into the applet. We call the concept as passing params into applet. So to pass parameters into applet, see, this is the applet code. In this code only we can do something which is called, we have a method called as param. See, param is a tag which do that. Okay, param and param close, we have to give inside this applet code. We have something like param again has two things. One is called parameter name and parameter value. For example, I don't want to give the name Karthik directly. I want to give the Karthik name into this parameter and value something. Say I want to give the parameter name as first name. Example. Name of the parameter is what? Name of the parameter is first name. And the value for the parameter is what? I want to say the value is Patnaik. Now I want to create a parameter in applet, which parameter name is first name and parameter value is Patnaik. Now I just want to access this parameter. I want to access this parameter. Somebody is disturbing me. Okay, thank you. Okay, now param is a very important concept. Please listen properly. Param space name. This is something called tag, and tag close. Every time a tag is created, I should create a tag and close the tag. A tag contains attributes. Okay, param space name of the parameter, value of parameter. Name is what? First name, and value is what? Patnaik. I want to now print Patnaik instead of Karthik here. Karthik is fixed, right? Now how to do that is get this parameter. I should get the parameter. To get this parameter, here itself, I should get the parameter. Instead of Karthik, I should get Patnaik. How to get that? Simply I can say get, simple, get parameter. Get parameter, which parameter? The parameter name. What is parameter name? first name, right? Exactly how it gave. Done. First create a parameter, get the parameter. The same manner you can give any number of parameters inside this. Okay, you can give any number of parameters. Like you can give so many. Like if you want to give something like here, say I want to set some Arial. Instead of Arial, I want to give some font name. Take another parameter here, say copy, and I will paste here, and I will say this as instead of first name, I say font name. I want to give the font name as Calibri. Okay. Now is there another parameter? I want to access this parameter also. So instead of Arial, I want to replace Calibri. So what I say here as again say string name comma f name. F name is font name. So f name equals to what I say again, get parameter of font name. Now in f name I have that font. Now instead of Arial, replace f name. Now see, I have created two parameters inside the applet. One is the first name and the one is font name. I want to change the first name. So to get the first name Patnaik, I had to say get parameter of first name. To get the font name, I had to say get parameter. Get parameter is a method which takes the parameter name and stores the parameter value in a particular string. Done. Now it is done. Now we'll run the program. Okay, there's a problem here. The problem is I did not done properly of using the quotations. Sorry. And here it is being twisted. Okay, I have modified that. Again, run the program. Hope it goes fine. Yes. So applet viewer space home applet dot java. So observe that now the Patnaik is changed and the font is also changed. People are able to see this or half-sided? Are able to view this? Thank you for your responses. People, are you getting my concept? Meeku ardham avutundamma?
Yes, sir.
Till now what I have said, it cost almost 14 marks. You will understand later. Okay. Okay, this is done.
పారామీటర్ ఇవ్వడం ఎందుకు సార్ డైరెక్ట్ నేమ్ ఇచ్చేస్తే సరిపోతుంది రాయాలి.
Actually, very good question you have asked. See, generally why we have to give like this is, see, at times when we're doing real-time applications, we may not do single applet. We may do multiple number of applets, say thousands of applets. For example, say all the applets I want to apply all the applets with the same kind of properties. I want to apply same kind of server configuration details. I want to apply same kind of say database connection values. In order to make the data more secured in a particular file, and in order to make only one copy of the data, parameters concept is very important. So I'll create for one time and I can access for any number of times. This is mainly used in situations where when we work on n number of applets. I have just taken simple example here, first name, font name, but general real time we use this for configuring the server, configuring the database, say configuring the IP address or something. So for that situations we can use. And another important thing is applet code always will not be compiled. We never compile applet code. We always interpret. Every time if I change this code, I have to compile and I have to run. Yes or no? Hence, without compiling the code every time, if I write the applet only, then it will goes fine. See, now I have written this, I have changed the code, I have compiling again, right? Example, what I do is that I'll change here, instead of Patnaik I just say something like Chandra. Okay. Now see again, if I change Chandra, again I have to save this, again I have to what? When I compile that, again it reload the applet code also. This is what happens. Generally, this code can be even written separately, not in this. I can remove this code. This is one way of writing. I can remove this code. See, observe properly. Now I am removing this code. I removed completely, and I can even write this code in a separate file. We call the separate file as HTML file. What file? HTML. Like how to create that? Say notepad space. I say home.html. Generally, this is the best way. As I said, applet is a browser side program, right? So this is the applet code now. I have changed this complete code because this question will be asked in how many ways applet can run. One is I can run applet in applet window, and the one is I can run applet in browser. This is the applet code I have stored in another notepad. I have saved the notepad as what? Home.html. HTML is called hypertext markup language, which will run in the browser. Now this will run in the browser generally. Okay, we'll again compile the program, javac space applet home applet.java, and applet viewer I said home applet.java, right? I don't say home applet.java now. I have to say home applet.html. So now what happens is generally this will run. What happened? Okay, sorry, home.html, not home applet. Home.html. See now, when I say home.html, again it runs like applet window. See, clear? Now see, I have done here. Now what I do is that in the applet code, I'll try to change the code now. Change the logic as, instead of first name Chandra, I just say something like easy. I kept easy. Okay. Now again run the program. I'm not compiling now. I am just trying to say what. Just run the applet viewer only. Okay. Observe now what I got here. EC. See, did I compile the program now? Somebody who asked me doubt. Did I compile? I did not compile now. I just run. Means every time, even though I change the applet code, I doesn't require to compile the applet program. Means the reflections what I do in the applet code does not need to be changed again. Every time it doesn't require to run the applet so on, because every time developer does not do compile, again change the logic, run. Okay, if parameters example suddenly say that a server is down, I want to change the server configurations to another server. At that time I should need to change the code again. At that time, every time I should not compile the program and run the program. That may cost a lot of amount. Hence, here I just go here, say I add another parameter to give some knowledge to you, general knowledge. Here I say a server name or server IP. From this IP, you just try to handle the data. I want to say 190.170.34.56. This is IP. Suddenly, this IP has been broke down for that applet, home applet.class. So I have to again, if I keep the code in the applet code here, if I keep comment applet code here, then I have to again compile the program. I have to run the program. To avoid this, if I write separately in an HTML code, then simply I can change the IP address. Means once we write, we can use multiple number of times. Is the doubt clear? Somebody who asked me. Hello.